Stay hydrated. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alyssa. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like and comment on this video. Today's video is going to be a mental health update because a lot has happened in the past 2 months and definitely in need of an update. So I think I've been trying to film this for the past month or so and it just hasn't gotten done. So we're doing it. I'm gonna post this finally, and I just like being open with you all and keeping you all updated on my little journey with my mental health and my recovery. A lot has fucking happened. Like, there's so much that has been going on in the past 2 months with my mental health, and it's just been a roller coaster. So let's update you. 2 months ago, in the beginning of July, I was broken up with, and that was quite hard. Breakups are always hard, but a breakup with a favorite person with BPD is one of the worst things in the entire world. So I went through a little bit of a rough patch and I went to treatment and was there for about a week because I planned on being there longer, but the treatment center that I was in was more harmful than helpful. It just wasn't very structured, wasn't beneficial at all, so I left. But I ended up going to treatment just because my mental state was extremely low. Everybody in my life was really worried about me, and my therapist told me that she really thought that I needed to get some more help, so I did. Didn't really end up working out how I wanted it to, but I got some help. It helped keep me stable for a week, which was always really good. It helped keep me safe. Then when I got home, I started doing IOP, which, if you don't know, is Intensive Outpatient Program, and I have Kaiser, so their IOP program is only 2 weeks, which is not the best because I would prefer it to be longer, but it's still something, you know? So I did the Kaiser IOP for the next 2 weeks, and it was really good. I like their IOP program. I would just wish it was longer. Around the time when I was in IOP, after I had gotten home from treatment, I went into a manic episode, and it was my first really intense manic episode. I have had hypomanic episodes in the past, and it was kind of scary, and I ended up being put on 2 different antipsychotics to help bring me down from the manic episode, and then another one to take if I feel a manic episode coming on so it can lessen the mania. And I was diagnosed with bipolar type 2, and they said that it was kind of in the middle between type 2 and type 1 just because my episodes are shorter. They're around the length of hypomanic episodes, like a week at most. But the last one that I had was an actual manic episode instead of a hypomanic episode. So they said that I was in the middle, but my diagnosis is bipolar disorder type 2 and BPD as well. So getting a new diagnosis is always kind of, I think it depends on the diagnosis. The last time that I was in treatment, I got the BPD diagnosis, and that was honestly such a relieving feeling because I could start getting the help that I needed. And now with the bipolar type 2 diagnosis, I am also very relieved because me and my therapist have been talking about it for a while. I just hadn't had a psychiatrist appointment in a while before I went to treatment, so we never really talked about it with anybody else on my team. But when I went to treatment, finally got to talk about it and was diagnosed. And the thing with bipolar disorder is meds help a lot. BPD, meds aren't known to help, but the bipolar diagnosis helped with getting the right type of meds, and that is a great thing. I also have been trying to have more therapy sessions because it is needed so much right now. The just state that I'm in is currently just very low, and since I've been home, my mood has just been fluctuating so much, so the need for therapy sessions has increased. I'm still currently working on DBT, and we have gone through the entire DBT, all 4 modules, and now we're just focusing on specific skills that I need to work on. A lot of the interpersonal effectiveness module is what I'm personally working on right now, because that's how I interact with others and how to have effective conversations, which is super helpful right now. Another thing that I've been working on in therapy is healthy and unhealthy relationships, because I've only ever been in unhealthy relationships and I don't necessarily know what it's like to be in a healthy, positive relationship. And one thing that she had me do was write down a list of all of the things that I just let slide and let go because I was too scared to leave in my last relationship. There was just a lot, and I think the main thing that I've learned over the past 2 months is that, one, love is not supposed to be painful. It is not supposed to hurt you so badly. Love is not supposed to be painful. And 2, I deserve more. I know what I deserve. I deserve way more than that. That's been helpful. I feel like over the past 2 months I've realized a lot of my self-worth, and I've gained a lot of self-confidence and self-respect, which I think is amazing because I feel like I'm becoming more of my own person, which is always really nice. So therapy has been going well. I'm hoping I can still continue to stay in therapy because my TikTok got deleted and don't know if I'm going to get it back, so I have no source of income at the moment. I started a GoFundMe for my therapy, so it'll be in the description box. Please, please, please donate or share. That would be greatly appreciated. But therapy's been really good. My therapist is always super supportive and is always so helpful in every single situation. Other treatment things, I've been going to a couple groups throughout the week. I'm currently enrolled in an acceptance and commitment therapy group, a wellness recovery action planning group, a crisis prevention group, and a advanced DBT group. So all of these groups have been really helpful. It's through Kaiser, which Kaiser isn't the best with groups, but it's nice having at least a little bit of support. Like I was saying, over the past 2 months, my mood has just been fluctuating very rapidly and very intensely, more than usual, more than how it was before. So dealing with that has been extremely tough, and my mood was already really low up until 2 weeks ago, and then my TikTok started getting banned, and it has just been really rough over the past 2 weeks. And then last week my TikTok was deleted, so that's not very fun, and I haven't been doing the best, especially this past weekend. My therapist thinks that I should get some more help, so we're currently deciding where I'm at with that. I don't know, just because TikTok was my job and was literally the main thing that made me happy because it was such a positive thing in my life. And just having that taken away is a huge, huge, huge loss. And I really hope I get it back. I want my TikTok. Right now, not doing well mentally. Hoping to get my TikTok back to where it was, but I'm also just trying to keep myself distracted, keep myself thinking positively, and keep myself doing things that I like. On to my least favorite thing to talk about. Sobriety, my addiction recovery, how that's going currently. I am no longer sober. I do not have any intention of staying sober currently where I'm at mentally. I relapsed in the beginning of July and I have been drinking ever since. I feel like I lied to you all in my addiction recovery Q&A because I had said to not put all of your recovery on one person because if they left, it would just all be taken away, and how I felt like I wasn't doing that. I was, because when the relationship was taken away, I relapsed because that was my only reason to stay sober. But now I'm having a hard time finding a personal reason and my own reason to stay sober for myself. Currently, me and my therapist have just been trying to work on harm reduction, which, if you don't know, is safely using a substance. And my harm reduction plan is like drinking if I'm with somebody, getting it from somewhere safe, but when I start drinking by myself in my room and blacking out at night and not telling anybody, then that's when it starts to get bad. So right now we're just focusing on harm reduction, but no longer sober. I don't know if I would say I'm in recovery still, just because I'm doing harm reduction instead of like full sobriety. I love being open and honest with you guys because I know when I see people being vulnerable on the internet and sharing their stories, it helps me so much. And I just want to be open with you guys and let you know that recovery isn't linear. I'm going through a lot. I'm trying. I wouldn't say I'm trying fully with my sobriety just because I know for a fact that I could be completely sober because I've done it in the past, but where I'm at right now, I don't want to be, and I'm not going to push myself if I'm not ready, because then that'll lead to something more harmful. I feel so guilty about that, but I don't think that I should push myself. And that just kind of makes me feel shitty because I'm like, I know that I should be sober and that I can be sober, but I don't want to be. And I don't know, that's just been rough. My sobriety has been rough. I feel like I'm just jumbling all my words together and rambling. But that's where I'm at mentally. That's what's been going on the past 2 months. I am trying to keep doing things that I like. I've also recently started getting more into plants, and I've been taking care of all my little plant babies, which is very nice because I like have to take care of the plants, you know, like I have to water them and everything. So it's also like having another pet to take care of, and gives me another responsibility. But yeah, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, my current mental state is probably like a 4.5, but we're working on getting it up, and I'm going on a trip, so that is so exciting, and it's going to be so fun. So I just know that this is going to be so good for me, and I can't wait for you all to see the vlogs. Thank you all for allowing me to be vulnerable and open with you all, and for giving me the amount of support that you do. I can never thank you enough, and I am just so grateful. I love you all so much, and thank you for letting me give you a little update on my mental health and sobriety and how that's going, and letting me feel very safe with you all. I love you. And thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all are having the best day ever, and I will see you in my next video. I love you.